we just pulled this absolute unit out of the ground today, and under normal circumstances, I mean, look at this thing. Look at this little beauty over here. I don't know what's gonna come out of this, but I'm calling dibs on this one. Under normal circumstances, that would be reason to celebrate. But considering our market is the semi-urban and rural environment where people buy a thing once a day so that they can use it on that day and then possibly buy it again the next day if they still need it. This is a problem for us. But as semi proud and semi disappointed as I am in this harvest, one thing that occurred to me as I was thinking about why in the world that seed variety, which is not supposed to grow as big as this has grown, surpassed our expectations. And a lot of it has to do with the soil that we use, that we grow this stuff in on the farm. Over the years, we've been really working on that. So we've been putting in a good amount of healthy compost, a good amount of manure, and just all this organic stuff. So naturally, anything we put into the soil on our farm grows pretty well. All of that aside, one thing that really stuck to me today as we were inspecting the crop was the thought of how all of these lessons and all of these parables start to make a lot more sense once you start farming, how the word works in our hearts based on how receptive we are to that word. I think from verse 1 to verse 9, Jesus is talking about how some seed falls on rocky ground and therefore it can't grow because that is hard ground, and other seed finds itself on shallow soil. It takes root and it starts to grow, but because it is so shallow, when the sun comes out, when difficult weather comes through, it dies off quickly because its roots are exposed. It was not planted in anything deep, right? And then you have the seed that grows, that falls onto thorny ground. As it grows, it also grows alongside other things that are choking up the seed, right? Yes, it's taking root. Yes, it's growing, but there's all these other thorns around it that will choke it out. And then the last bit is the seed that grows on good soil. It takes root. It starts to grow. It takes advantage of the nutrition in the soil, and yeah, it bears strong fruit at the end of the day. Verse 18 to 23. Listen then to what the parable of the sower means. When anyone hears the message about the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what was sown in their hearts. This is the seed sown along the path. The seed falling on rocky ground refers to someone who hears the word and at once receives it with joy. But since they have no roots, they last only a short time. When trouble or persecution comes because of the word, they quickly fall away. The seed falling among the thorns refers to someone who hears the word, but the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth choke the word, making it unfruitful. And then on verse 23, but the seed falling on good soil refers to someone who hears the word and understands it. This is the one who produces a crop yielding 100, 60, or 30 times what was sown. So to me, that word was super real today as we were dealing with these onions. The good thing about good soil, if your heart is good soil and you receive this word with joy, you receive this word with humbleness, you receive this word with faith about what it will do in you, and you are ready to really submit yourself to the word of God, that seed will take root, and that seed will bear good fruit at the end of the day. Even if you were not expecting it, it will always bring a harvest way beyond your expectations.